be up early with it, y'all. Again. Come on, y'all, join in here. What a rocket. 222 is right. That's my number, y'all. Rich G. Peace, God. Peace, substance. Peace, the saint. What up, witness? Grand rising to everybody. Hold on. Let me type that in. I'm over here. I'm up early. I'm reading. But yeah, y'all. So I wanted to talk about something. A thought just came over my mind while I was reading, and I was just reading about how this certain group of people, they used to, as a family, they would come together, and it had to do with the Christian religion, but it's besides the religion part. It's just the idea. And the idea was they were talking about this hearth ceremony where they created hymns and they created certain rituals, not necessarily rituals, but hymns, songs. Let me see, what else was it? They would do hymns, songs, rituals. They would perform sacrifices and stuff like that. And I know a lot of people, when they think of ritual, they think of a sacrifice, of an instant sacrifice, like somebody being slaughtered or something like that. Or they think of sacrifice, or they think of ritual, they think of a human being head being cut off. But that's just from what you've seen in movies. Hold on, my connection going bad. Let me get another spot. Most people have an idea already of what they think a ritual is, or what they think a sacrifice is, based off of TV and what they see on movies and stuff. But in actuality, a ritual could be, a ritual is what football players do right before their game when they get hyped. That's their game ritual. Your morning ritual might be to get up in the morning, brush your teeth, and shower. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ritual is different. So, a sacrifice could be you throwing some money into the fire as a way to support your ancestors. It don't have to necessarily be killing a rabbit you found in the backyard and sacrificing his foot or something like that. You don't have to do that. But I know a lot of people wonder, like, how does this actually work? How do we know this works? How do we know the science of it? How do we know the science of astrology actually works? How do we know that sage and all this stuff works? I'm going to tell you how it works. First, you have to understand the power of the mind. You got to understand that everything emanates from the mind, and everything that's outside of you and around you is an emanation from your mind and from the collective mind. So everything that exists in this world is literally your perception. You put it here and you created it from the brain. So that gives the power. For example, if you look at somebody and you physically believe, you mentally believe that they're ugly, that person will physically start looking ugly to you. That's just what happens. So that you can put energy into something. Like, for example, if you walk into a big studio, you're going to feel the energy off of from the other artist that's been there. You walk into a big studio and or anything like that. Like when I went to a big studio that it was a whole bunch of artists in, I instantly picked up the energy. I instantly picked up the energy off of them, and it aided me in my music. The microphone even contains energy. So when you say, let's say for example, we take this dime right here, right? This is our lucky dime. Everybody put their energy into this dime. This is our new lucky dime, right? Right? So amongst the community, amongst everybody in this live, we know when we see this dime, it means good luck, right? So in our mind, subconsciously, we have programmed our mind to identify this as luck. This is luck. Anytime you see this, it's luck. So when we get around each other, and we see this dime, subconsciously, we all pushing out that luck energy. We constantly pushing out that luck energy, and in turn, it'll make us more happy, because when we all see this coin, our subconscious mind creates the reality of luck. Now, when this coin isn't around, the problem with that is that you may feel unlucky. And that's where you have to know how to give your power and to take away your power. All right. So these rituals, these chants, and these hymns that they do are ways to influence the mind psychologically to ingrain these I wouldn't say ideas, but we'll say ideas into the world. If we want to do a ritual to bring about peace, for example, we might come up with a peace song, like, or say we want to make a ritual to come up with money, right? You might say, the money tree, the money tree. You ever heard that little song where they talk about the money tree or whatever? You sing the money tree song because you constantly filling your mind with the idea of money, and you singing it in a jingle, which strengthens that creative process. Now we're gonna do a ritual where we take where we write down $1 million 100 times, or we get a piece of money and put it into something. Like, whatever we do, we're going through a mental process that lets you know that this energy is being put forth into motion. So for example, come here, go in the back, get in the back. We putting out this mental energy that of what we want. So for example, if we all get together and we do a ritual or something like that, not nothing crazy, but we do a ritual. After that ritual, everybody gonna be thinking about that ritual. After that, you're gonna be thinking about how you how we did this specific ritual. Like, for example, I'm gonna just use a more explicit example just so y'all understand. Like, for example, some shit like at the Bohemian Grove, where they really be sacrificing niggas. After that, after you done sacrificed a rabbit or some shit like that, that shit gonna be on your mind. You're gonna constantly be thinking about that situation and that scenario that happened, which is gonna cause you to push out that energy. So the ritual is a way to manifest the spiritual. It's not the physical that actually, it's not the sage itself that makes it happen necessarily, because they say that it's certain things inside of the sage that helps, but that's not what it really is. What it really is the fact that you are putting yourself in this ritualistic state, not a ritualistic state, but a hypnotic state almost, to where you retraining your mind, but you're using physical things to do it. All right, it's the same thing I feel like with the Zodiacs, and I feel like it's the same thing with the Zodiacs and a lot of other spiritual stuff. Like, for example, I feel like because the stars and the planets, we could say they were created before people, but they wasn't created before consciousness. So the conscious mind had to emanate these stars into outer space, right? So the conscious mind emanates these stars into outer space, and the conscious mind emanates these energies to those specific stars. Now, once we manifest it into the highest physical form, man and woman, we take these physical things that are already around and we put the energy into it. So a zodiac, over the years, after it's been put onto us, and after we've been taught it for so long, it becomes real. The energies of a person born in this month, it becomes real. So y'all question might be, well, should we still use Zodiac or not? Yes and no. Yes, because it is real, because that's how people think, that's how people are. That's the energy that we've set into the universe. And honestly, I believe that the reason that we did this was to create a balance in the universe, so that we know that there's a balance of certain energies. That we know it's a certain balance of Taurus energy. We know it's a certain balance of Sagittarius energy. We know it's a certain balance of Aquarian energy. We know it's a certain balance of earth, wind, water, and fire. So we constantly are keeping ourselves in a balanced state by having this, let's say, game wheel dispense souls with these certain characteristics. It kind of keeps it a balance. And I feel like it's with everything else. But I felt that was very important. Like, that's something that's been on my mind for a minute. But I do feel like a lot of this stuff, everything, I know everything is what we emanate from the mind. But that's definitely a big part of all of this stuff. What's up, Self Soul? What's up, Victor Reyes? What up, Pharaoh the Queen? Yeah, y'all. On a side note, I have a words are spells presentation I'm doing. If y'all watch my TikTok is suspended right now for guideline violations. So I'll be doing my lives and I'll be posting more videos on here. Follow me at Double R the God 2 on my new TikTok. And I'll also be doing a words or spells presentation. So if you fuck with all my TikTok videos and you've been watching it, this words or spells presentation that I'm doing on August 6th is going to be way better than all of my TikToks. It's going to be way better than all my TikToks. So make sure y'all go get tickets. The link is in my bio. I think it's still tickets that's $11 still. The highest price ticket is $15. But y'all spent a lot of time on this. The cover art that I paid for to promote this alone was $80 itself. So even if I make $100 off of it, I'm still putting that back into the cover art. So I'm still just making my money from the cover art. So it's not really about money. It's just about it's about the fact that I'm putting my time into something that I feel is valuable and I feel is worth to the world. And I can't spend all my time just doing stuff for free. If people want information to be readily available and people want us to do the work to go grab the knowledge and go find and do the research and do the compare and contrast, do all the other work that everybody else does, I don't think that it's a lot to ask for $10 to help pay back for the cover art. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just support your people. Like, you know, it's people paying $10 a month for Netflix to watch some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But then when a black man tries to educate his people and asks for $10, people try to make it seem like it's a big deal, or they can't support it, or that what we're offering isn't worth value. So I'm not pushing that energy out on any of y'all. I'm just saying that for anybody who may think about it or have thought about it in other instances with other people, because somebody did comment that on my post the other day, and it kind of irritated me because people think that you're just supposed to get everything for free. And while I do feel like knowledge is free, you can go get this knowledge yourself. You can look it up yourself and find it yourself. But for me to go and make this and sit down and spend all this time doing this, I feel like I deserve to be reimbursed. You know, we living in a world where nothing is for free, and we know that. And until we get to that point, this is how we got to do things. So support the kid, and I'm gonna keep coming to y'all with good information and really taking my time, because I know not everybody has the time. Not everybody has the time to research. Not everybody knows how to research. Not everybody knows how to read. So there has to be people in our community that take on that responsibility, which a lot of us don't want to take on the responsibility, but we have to, because some of us are the only ones that can do it, and we know that. So with that being said, you feel me? We're going to keep pushing out. We're going to keep pushing out information. We're going to keep bringing it to y'all, and we're going to do the best that we can. And make sure y'all researching it and doing y'all fact checking and checking it too. Say you got, say with it, ritual, imagine your energy going into it and saying like this crystal is for protection. So every time you wear it, that will protect you. That crystals are a little bit different. See, crystals are actual living energies. Like, they're actually alive. They come from the earth. They have a molecular structure that they have a crystalline molecular structure that it literally coordinates with, like what I'm basically trying to say is the crystal shit is not no bullshit. It's really earth stones that give off energy just like we give off energy. Like, they all have properties and they align our energies in certain ways. I'm not an expert on crystals, but I have read enough to know that it's legit and it's not just some mystical shit. It's not. The only thing with crystals is you got to make sure that you have the right crystals. Either from a trusted jeweler or you just got a stone tester. What's going on, y'all? 333 just do it. How y'all feeling? We're gonna be doing some me and Studi Groovy gonna be doing a live stream this Friday too. We're gonna be doing a live stream this Friday going over a couple different subjects. I don't know exactly what we're gonna be talking about, but we definitely gonna be talking about some deep stuff. I know that for sure. He sent me the subjects. I didn't get a chance to see him, but I don't know if you guys heard about the Lions portal or something like that. We're gonna be going over that. If anybody has any ideas or any topics or subjects y'all want us to discuss on live, make sure y'all DM me and send it to me, because we definitely will do that. As I said, I'm trying to collab lyrically for sure. Most def, send me something. Send me some of your work. But yeah, y'all definitely let me know what oh yeah, for the new people that's joining in, Words Are Actually Spells live presentation August 6th. August 6th, I'm gonna be breaking down words like never before. Y'all be able to ask me questions. We're gonna go in depth. It's gonna be about an hour long. After that, we can chop it up and whatever. The link is in my bio. He said, what time? What up, Deuce? It's at 5 p.m. Is that a good time? Is that a good time, y'all? Is 5 p.m. a good time? 5 p.m. Eastern time. Said me and Devo Supreme need to collab. DM me. It's at 5 o'clock, y'all. It's on YouTube. It's going to be live streamed on YouTube. It's going to be at 5 p.m. I got slides. I have videos inside of the presentation. I'm going to be breaking down letters. I'm going to be breaking down the words. I'm going to be talking about angels, how angels are relative to angles. I'm gonna be talking about where the English language came from and how it's actually a German language. I'm gonna be talking about anagrams and how they use certain words to hide other words. Like for example, the word silent is listen if you rearrange the letters in there. And Deuce, you say you're going to be at work from 3:30 to 12. That's cool. If you buy your ticket, it'll still be up for 24 hours and you will be able to watch it after you get off work. So I'm going to leave it up. I'm going to just send a link to your email. So once it's done, it'll still be on my live. It'll be posted on my website after. And you will have to subscribe to my website in order to watch the video. But after that, it'll be up forever. So if you subscribe to my website, it's $20 a month, and you can learn music on my site, and it's conscious information on there about what we talking about. I'm teaching y'all how to use Pro Tools. I'm teaching y'all about WAV files, everything from start to finish, like what an MP3 file, what a WAV file is, what Pro Tools is, what type of mic you need, the types of mics, how a mic is built, how a mic actually record sound. I'm teaching y'all all of that. So if you're interested in producing and you see me make beats, I will be doing that. I'm gonna also be doing live sessions on my website to where I show y'all how to make beats in depth, but that'll only be to the people that's on my website. But if you just wanna watch the Words Are Spells first, you can join in on August 6th. And you could just pay the one-time fee. Thank you. I appreciate that, Creets. Hey, what up, Kari? I just seen your call, fam. I'm on this live. Shoot me a text real quick. He said he got the Newman. No, that Newman is a beast. I'm actually about to grab that. Do I believe in rebirthing and ancestors? Yes. That's the reason. I honestly believe that's the reason why kids, when they're born, seems like they're trying to remember how to do stuff. Like I was holding my son the other day or yesterday, and I was leaning him back in my hand. Like I had his back like this, and I was leaning him back, and he kept jumping up. Like he knew he was about to fall. And it's like, how do you know you about to fall and you only a baby? Like, I feel like your instincts, like, realistically should kick in after you've failed a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? And that obviously goes to show that he's already failed a couple of times. Like, in his previous life, it's like when you're looking at a baby, it's like they're almost trying to, it's almost like they're trying to remember who they are. As a baby, you try to remember who you are. Some of us as old souls, we know we've been here for a long time. Certain shit we just know how to do that it's just too easy. Like, you feel like you've been doing this before too many times. When you look at it from a scientific perspective, energy never dies. Energy only goes on. Death is nothing but a transfer of energy from one state to another. When you see somebody that's dead or deceased, people refer to them and they say they're gone. They're gone. Where'd they go? You feel me? They energy left. They're no longer here. They're in a different place, whether that place be heaven or whether that place be whatever you imagine it to be, or whether they energy form just changed. It's just we have a outdated teaching and thinking system that doesn't allow us to enter these fields of thinking or open-mindedness. So the idea that your spirit can leave your body and enter another vessel is crazy to some people. But meanwhile, you got Microsoft working on nanotechnology where they transferring 30 petabytes of information, and a petabyte is like 1,000 terabytes. They able to transfer that much consciousness. They had cars that were electric since the 1911s. They cloning people right now. So, people live in different worlds. You got people that live in the world of watching TV and looking at the news and believing in COVID and shit. But then you got the other world of people who know about transhumanism and who know about metaphysics and who know about spirit science. That's the realm that we need to get into. But the problem is a lot of us are conditioned to think a certain way due to our religion. And when you associate your morals and your thinking and your lifestyle with your religion and God, and not only does this religion create this idea that when you do something negative, the consequences will come. Like, you will go to hell. You know what I'm saying? Not saying there shouldn't be consequences for the negative stuff that you're doing, but if you do something so much as even question God, if you do so much as even question the person who is the all-knowing, like when you in school, you supposed to ask the teacher what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to. That's the only person you should be asking. And God is supposed to be the all-knowing teacher, according to religion. So if you question God, how is that a sin? You know what I'm saying? Like, so now you won't even go to a certain thinking length because you fear that by questioning reality, you are going against God. So imagine how that type of thinking can affect the day-to-day thinker. Imagine how that type of thinking can affect the rationale of being able to say 1 + 1 = 2, or to even be able to think about possibilities. If it's outside of the religious continuum, you won't, Coco, be quiet. If it's out of the religious continuum, your brain won't even exercise them type of thoughts. You will instantly stop thinking that way because you're afraid to go to hell. This is what we mean when we say people are living in fear. They're living in fear. Y'all motherfuckers is scared of some shit that you have never even seen before. That's how they got y'all. They got niggas to the point to where they scared of their own shadow. You think it's a nigga in the sky floating, watching your every move. And this imaginary man in the sky is controlling your every move. It shouldn't even make sense to you. It shouldn't even make sense to you that you can burn in hell, because when you die, your body stays on earth. And in order to burn, you would have to be physical, right? But see, that would be questioning God. So using that type of logic won't work for somebody who's deep into that. You feel me? So we really gotta expand our mind and understand and go into depth into the things that we don't know. If you want anything to change in your life, you're gonna have to have knowledge yourself. You're going to have to know who you are. And I'm not talking about knowledge of self on that spiritual realm. I'm talking about knowledge of self before you even get to that spiritual realm. Start paying attention to yourself day to day, how you move, how you walk around the house. What's the first thing you do? What's the first thing you eat in the morning? What's the first thing you think about? Why are you in such a negative state all the time? Why are these negative thoughts coming into your head? Until you start tracing your thought patterns and start wondering why you even say things the way that you say things. Why do you use this specific word when you reference somebody? Or why do you laugh how you laugh? Is this really how you laugh, or did you learn how to laugh from somebody else? Because damn near everything was taught to you. So that's what they mean when they talk about you have to find yourself. Because you don't come out as yourself. You come out as something else. You come out as what you have been molded into. And through life, these experiences mold you. And they start chipping away at you. Just like a pickaxe against a statue. These experiences start chipping away at you, and they start molding you into this being. Until you get to a point to where you can't really chip no more. Because you're so solid, like, you know what I'm saying? You at your defined point. That's all a part of finding yourself. Because when you grow up, you start off in the church. You know what I'm saying? You start off in the church, or you didn't start off in the church. So you do go into the church to learn what it's about. You know what I'm saying? So the school system, what we was taught about slavery, we was taught. We didn't, unless you study, actively read books, unless you actively read every day and you constantly learning and exercising your mind every day, you are in a paradigm. You are in a paradigm. Because if you haven't encountered any new information that supersedes the previous information, then how can you truly say that you've elevated to a next point, or you've elevated your thought process, or that you're not thinking about this? Because even if you're just getting it from what other people know and you can make sense of that, you don't really know until you go get that information for yourself, and you can validate it. You can believe whatever you want to believe. You can believe whatever you want to believe, but what's factual and what's true, that's the lifestyle people don't want to live in accordance to. They want to live in accordance to what they believe as opposed to reality. And it's easier said than done. It's not hard to live in accordance with reality, because a lot of what you believe is real isn't even real. It's fake. And it's easier to just keep acting like the shit is not going on, as opposed to assessing the situation and finding a way to combat it. Especially when you ain't never seen nobody do it before. You feel me? Somebody said I need to do these lives more often. I am. Peace and positivity. I am so thankful for you and wisdom, your wisdom in the universe. I appreciate that. I'm just happy that I could be a vessel to give out this information, y'all. Grand Rising all the way from South Africa. What's the word? South Africa. Mad respect. We coming down there soon. We definitely coming to South Africa soon. We need some of that frequency. We need some of that sunlight. South Africa in the house. That's legit. That's legit. But yeah, y'all. Know thyself. Make sure y'all read every day. Make sure y'all meditating every day. Making sure y'all exercise. You need to be exercising your mind. Exercise your brain every day. Exercise your body every day. You exercising your body every day to manifest your spiritual. You taking your spirit to the next level. When you feel like you can't go no more, you pushing yourself. That's how you push the limits of your spirituality. And you take them principles that you learn in your exercising and in your workout, and you apply that to real life. You apply that to going home and going harder, going as hard as you was in the gym. You take them, the meditation practices of focusing on your breathing, and you apply them principles to real life. When you in a scenario where you unstable or you lost control of your breath, you apply these principles over and you switch them over. For Amsterdam, shout out YP. What up, YP? Peace and positivity. Giving thanks for showing love to my people in Flint. Oh, you already know. You already know. My boy Mexican Metalhead in the house. What's the word, fam? That's family right there. Zimbabwe this way, but I'm in the U.S. now. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. We got a lot of family overseas in here. I respect that. I respect that. We tapping in with the whole world. We tapping in with the whole universe, y'all. We all one. Even just us on this live right now, we pushing out good frequencies. We pushing out good vibes into the universe. Everybody just push out that good energy into the universe, y'all. We about to start doing all type of stuff. We about to start doing all type of stuff, y'all. What's the word, Fresh Prince of OSC? Appreciate you, King Kiddo Love. Salute, Carolyn. What's the word? You talking that talk, G. Respect from the West Coast. Yes, love my people on the West Coast. Love my people on the West Coast. All right, y'all. I'm about to get active with my day. Like I said before, tap in, go get y'all tickets now on Eventbrite. I'm gonna be doing the Words Are Spells presentation live. Go watch this live too after it's done. But I'm gonna be doing my Words Are Spells presentation live, where I'm gonna be breaking down words in depth, better than I have been on my TikToks. Go watch some of my TikTok videos if you haven't seen what I'm talking about. Get y'all tickets now. They only $11 to $15. If you go now, you might get a ticket for $11. It's only 10 tickets that's worth $11. So go grab y'all stuff. It's gonna be on August 6th. I'm gonna be doing some more lives later this week. I might even do one later tonight, depending on how I'm feeling. And also go follow my Double Art of God 2 on TikTok, because I'm posting my other videos on there, and I'm gonna continue posting regardless if they got me suspended or not. That's not gonna stop shit. We either on here, or we on YouTube, or we on iTunes or iTunes now. You feel me? That's what it is. And make sure y'all go tap in with iTunes. My boy Young Pharaoh just dropped iTunes out right now. It's the new iTunes. It's the new title. It's the new Spotify. My music gonna be on there. His music gonna be on there. And this is going to be the way that we support artists, and we start directing our energy and our money to Black-owned businesses and getting us out of this paradigm shift of being paid pennies for our fucking talent and our art, y'all. So I'm out of here, y'all. Love. One.